Are you tired of your students running around your classroom, not listening to you every day? Are you stressed all the time? Don't know what to do? Have you been searching Google all night, searching for answers with just no luck at all? Maybe other discipline models just haven't been working for you. Positive discipline, inner discipline, cooperative discipline, they're just not working for you. Well, I, Thomas Gordon, have the answer for you. My satisfaction guaranteed self-control discipline model is the answer you've been looking for.
As you have seen, Gordon believes that classroom discipline occurs best when students are able to use their inner sense of self-control. The techniques he advocates are designed to help teachers promote self-control in students. He rejects as counterproductive the traditional intervention techniques of power-based authority, reward and punishment, and win-lose conflict resolution. In order to understand Gordon's overall position more fully, let us examine what he has to say about the behavior window and teacher skills, including confrontive skills, helping skills, and preventive skills.
Gordon created a graphic device called the behavior window to help clarify the concept of problem ownership. Teachers are taught to visualize student behavior through the behavior window, which indicates who owns the problem, depending on whether teachers see the behavior as acceptable or unacceptable. The behavior window helps teachers understand problem ownership, but it should be understood that the window is not static. As Gordon explains,
You inevitably will be inconsistent from day to day with your different moods, with different children, and in different environments.
the window lines up. Democrat behavior move in accordance with teacher mood. Teacher is rested or upset. Student behavior. Student is quiet or careful or aggressive or noisy. And the environment, indoors or outdoors, quiet time or group activity. By understanding the behavior window and correctly identifying problem ownership, teachers can increase the likelihood of having effective interactions with students. Gordon describes 3 groups of skills that teachers can use when working with students. Skills that apply not only to problem behaviors, but to ongoing communication and interaction. Those skills are clustered into 3 groups.
Confrontive skills, helping skills, and preventive skills.
This part of the behavior window is where the student's behavior causes a problem for the teacher. The teacher owns the problem. In this instance, teachers can meet their needs by confronting the misbehavior, provided they do so in a positive, non-adversarial manner. The following skills comprise this cluster. 1. Modifying the environment. 2. Sending iMessages that do not trigger the student's coping mechanisms. 3. Shifting gears. And 4. Using a no-lose method of conflict resolution. Sending iMessages regularly. When teachers own a problem because student behavior interferes with their needs of rights, instead of scolding students, they should express their feelings through iMessages. Complete iMessages communicate 3 things. 1. The behavior that is presenting a problem for the teacher. 2. What the teacher is feeling about the behavior. And 3. Why the behavior is causing a problem. Mrs. Watson's iMessage is clear. When class rules are broken as they are now, I feel upset because that keeps us from getting our work done and shows lack of consideration for others. iMessages contrast with you messages. iMessages describe situations and teachers' feelings and are therefore relatively non-hurtful to students. You messages, on the other hand, carry heavy judgments and put-downs, evident in statements such as, "You've been very careless with this work," or "Shame on you for tattling," Or can't you follow simple directions? A special kind of iMessage, the confrontative iMessage, is used to ask students for help and suggestions. The teacher may say, "When I have to wait too long for quiet and readiness, I have to rush through the directions and then I have to spend more time repeating myself because the directions are not clear. Do you have any suggestions that might help me with this problem?" Hey Valeria, I see you're done with your work. Is there anything I can help you with?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just texting my mom to see if she's gonna pick me up after school.
Oh, I understand your concern, Valeria, but is there anything we can do to solve this problem?
Oh, I'll just text her after I'm done with my work and that's fine with me.
Yeah, sounds good. Thank you.
This part of the behavior window is where the student owns the problem. Gordon's helping skills include listening skills and methods for avoiding communication roadblocks. Listening skills are passive listening, acknowledgement, door openers, and active listening. One such listening skill is using door openers. Door openers invite students to discuss their problems. When the student needs encouragement, the teacher may say, "Would you like to talk about it?" Or, "It sounds like you're having something to say about that." These comments are non-judgmental and open-ended. And because they are non-threatening, they invite the student to talk. An example would be, sensing that Eduardo is distressed about the math assignment, Mr. Sultan invites him to discuss his concerns. "I think there might be something bothering you about this assignment, Eduardo. Would you like to talk about it?" Avoiding communication roadblocks are when teachers try to communicate with students. They often set up inadvertent roadblocks that stifle student willingness to talk. The best way to recognize and avoid these communication roadblocks are giving orders, warnings, preaching, advising, lecturing, criticizing, name-calling, analyzing, praising, reassuring, questioning, and withdrawing.
The slope of the line equals girls. I feel like every time you're talking, when I'm talking, you're not being respectful and following the classroom rules. What can we do to fix this problem?
I can go sit over there.
Sounds good.
And Tenny, I can talk to you after class. Sure, that'd be good.
This part of the behavior window is where the student's behavior does not cause a problem for either student or teacher. Specific preventive skills addressed by Gordon include: number 1, preventive iMessages; number 2, collaborative rule setting; and 3, participative classroom management, all of which contribute to maintaining harmonious relationships within the classroom. Using participative classroom management, Gordon believes that the most effective classrooms are those in which teachers share power and decision-making with their students. He suggests participative classroom management in which teachers and students make joint decisions about class rules, room arrangement, seating, and preferred activities. That style of management motivates students, gives them greater confidence and self-esteem, and encourages them to take risks and behave more responsibly. As part of participative management, Gordon recommends a process of problem solving through which teachers show students how to solve problems and make good decisions. The steps in the problem-solving process are as follows. Step 1, identify and define the problem or situation. Step 2, generate alternatives. Step 3, evaluate the alternative suggestions. Step 4, make the decision. Step 5, implement the solution or decision. And step 6, conduct a follow-up evaluation.
Okay class, for our next project, we're going to be working in groups. So I'm going to be passing around a piece of paper and you're going to make a list of 3 people you wouldn't mind working with. And when you come back to class, I'm going to have you guys assign in groups and you're going to have at least 1 person from your list in your group. Is that okay with you guys?
Yes.
Okay.
Wow, I've had such improvement in my classroom ever since using Thomas Gordon's self-controlled discipline model. I've had way less stress in the classroom. I've had time to relax, and my classroom has been a lot more manageable. Now I get time to just relax and chill.
So if this sounds like the discipline model for you, please call 1-800-846-6274. I say again, that number is 1-800-846-6274. Or you can visit us at our website, tgdisciplinrocks.org. tgdisciplinrocks.org. And if you order today, I'll take off 10% off our very low already price. And if you order in the next 30 minutes, I'll throw in my trusty self-control discipline model and a signed autograph.
Satisfaction guaranteed.
Save today and start your life-changing experience tomorrow.